Well, it doesn't matter how many likes you think you might get. No photo is worth dying for. But some social media addicts say the riskier the selfie, the better.
Let me take a selfie.
They're the personal postcards of life for a generation. The humble selfie. But some people are going to extraordinary and dangerous lengths
Let me take a selfie.
to capture the happy snap to beat them all. All the warning signs are there.
All right, well, I think we should jump it.
But for many, the temptation is simply too great.
Yeah, I'm going to take my camera. I want to do a full experience.
40 years ago, it was cutting-edge pop artist Andy Warhol who said everyone has their 15 minutes of fame. Now the Instagram generation has taken that to new extremes.
People are just focused on one thing. They want that shot. They want that thing for the social media. And their whole attention goes into that.
This woman at an American zoo couldn't resist taking a selfie with a jaguar. But while she saw it as a rare photo op, the hungry jaguar saw her as lunch. And then there's the fatal photos, where some took the risk and paid the ultimate price for a few moments of
He
fame.
slipped and fell more than 10 metres over the cliff's edge.
Since 2011, the quest for extreme selfies has killed more than 250 people around the world. And closer to home, more and more Aussies are snapping risky selfies with tragic consequences.
He slipped and fell while taking a photograph at the tourist spot, The Gap.
In the last year alone, 2 people have died here at Cape Solander in Sydney's Sutherland Shire trying to snap a selfie with a whale. But it's feared not even that may be enough to stop a new generation risking it all in locations like this in pursuit of the perfect pic. Who would have thought snapping a photo or video for social media could prove fatal?
Let me take a selfie.
What about the people you're leaving behind? What about your family and your friends? You know, what the impact that's going to cause for them.
Carmelo Pesky is Mayor of Sutherland Shire in Sydney South.
And I hate to get to a point where we have to fence the coastline, which is quite ridiculous. Some of the areas that are quite popular are fenced and with signage, and some people just disregard those signs.
And some who ignore those signs can end up in major trauma centres like St Vincent's Hospital.
1, 2, 3.
Where Professor Gordian Fuldar was head of emergency for 35 years. In that time, he's seen it all, but he says the rise of social media has made young people more reckless in their behaviour.
Everything from cars, bikes, unimaginable what things, jumping off buildings. It's just a strange phenomenon which causes a lot of grief and death.
These days, Gordian Fuldar spends more time away from the ED, but he still can't escape the selfie obsession.
And I'm sure with all the media, all the movies and all the sort of stuntmen and all that sort of thing, we're indoctrinated that, well, you can do all this stuff, but you can't.
Stuntman Jimmy Christensen risks his life for a living, but says not even he would be willing to attempt some of what he sees on social media.
Even for someone like myself in my line of work, that stuff is just incomprehensible, to be honest with you. It just doesn't make sense that you'd risk all of that for a photo.
He says while it takes a stuntman hours of preparation to assess the risks, these selfie seekers snap now and think later.
What's concerning is, you know, the narcissistic aspect that this whole selfie thing is driving. People are just pushing the boundaries with no experience, no clue as to what they're doing. That's why people are dying.
Let me take a selfie.
So next time you risk your life for that like, think twice.
Just think a little bit more about what's happening. That one photo is not worth dying or getting to paraplegic for.
Let me take a selfie.